Hey, Justin Chamness here, Real Estate Wholesalers Club, where we're all about helping you use this device back here, the cell phone or your office phone, whichever, to create money out of what seems to be thin air, guys. That's right. That's what we're doing here. We're creating money, what feels like right out of thin air, doing these pretty house wholesaling deals. We're talking about lease purchase, lease option, and the VIP club this week has got an extraordinary momentum. We've got guys getting deals. Actually, there's a fellow that's getting deals. He's popping on right now. So we're so excited right now. This is a wonderful time. It's such a fertile time. Such a fertile time to be alive. There's so many great opportunities out there to be had. And today we're going to talk about it. We're going to role play a little bit, hopefully too. I got Bob Vieira with me though. Bob Vieira from Universal Short Sales. I said it right this time. What's going on, Bob? How you been, man?
My bad. I was muted there. What's going on? You said it right. Good job.
Yeah. Universalshortsales.com. So
Perfect.
Guys, this is the fella that you need to know when you're running into deals that aren't deals. You're calling your leads, and these folks you run into somebody that's in foreclosure process and they are underwater, and a short sale would work. Well, you can do a couple things here. One, you could go to YouTube and you could sign up for YouTube University, and you could go buy some courses on how to do it and have a bunch of questions, and probably miss that opportunity and a few others on the way because you're busy learning. And then maybe sometime in the next few months, you can get it all put together and maybe start doing yourself a short sale business. Or you can do what the smart ones of us do that don't know how to do short sales and don't need to know, because we know Bob Vieira from Universal Short Sales, because Bob takes these deals from all 50 states. That's right. What about Canada? No, it's not a state.
Not
right?
yet. Not yet. I was actually talking to somebody about that. Maybe like 1 to 2 years I'll be in Canada.
Yeah. Are they going to become the 51st state? Is that what's happening?
Who the hell
knows? That's great, man. You guys are growing and expanding. I love to hear that. So if we run across deals like this in the VIP club,
yep,
we've signed up with Bob where it doesn't cost anything to sign up. You guys can too out there. Go sign up with Bob at universalshortsales.com, and he'll work the entire lead for you. When you run into these underwater in foreclosure processed leads, he'll work the entire lead for you and get you paid out when they are successful. $500, easy money. $500 is enough money to pay your light bill, your cable bill. Okay. If you're me, I'm a pretty frugal kind of cat. That'll pay for more than that. Okay. So not a small amount of money, guys, especially when you do almost nothing with these leads, and Bob does everything. Tell us about it, Bob.
Too. Yeah. Yep. And keep in mind, they're dead leads too. You have to do no work. And these are leads that are, you can't do anything with them. You have to pass up on them, not enough equity. So it's just a good streamline to have, just keep my company in mind when, you guys have those dead leads. We're just a resource for you. That's all we are, a simple resource. So fill that form out with the dead lead. We send you a referral contract, and that's it. We keep you updated. Very, very simple.
So let's role play here a minute, Bob, if you don't mind. I'll be the homeowner, and I'll be telling you right now. Let's just go right into it. Yeah, Bob, thanks for calling me about my property here at 123 Apple Cart Way. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be living here very much longer, Bob. I think we're in foreclosure, and it's actually, it's crazy, man. I mean, we owe more than this property's worth even now, and so I think we're just had, man. Our goose is cooked, Bob.
Wow. So I'm the wholesaler here, right?
Yeah, you're yeah.
Perfect.
You're you.
Yeah. So unfortunately, there's nothing we could do to help you because we would need equity, in the situation to make you a cash offer. You're underwater. We can't give you enough to cover that mortgage balance and get you out of foreclosure. However, I have a friend, partner, however you guys want to say it, Bob over at Universal Short Sales, specializes in short sales. Literally, it's all they do, 24/7, all day, every day. Mm-hmm. And, he could talk to you, answer any short sale specific questions you have. And then you could decide whether or not it makes sense for your situation and see if it could help you guys out. Something along those, that line is perfect.
I'm still the homeowner.
Okay.
What do you mean by short sale, Bob? What are you talking about? What?
Yeah. So, in your situation right now, Mr. Homeowner, you owe more than the property is worth, than what I could offer you. So what would have to happen if I gave you a cash offer, you would have to come with the difference out of pocket at closing. You don't want to do that. I don't want you to do that, obviously. So you could do a short sale, which is your bank will let you sell for whatever you owe them. And that difference, it gets wiped away. For less than what you owe them, for less than what the mortgage balance is, the bank will let you out. And you could just walk away and you don't have to cut them a check at closing. And you're able to avoid foreclosure. It'll get you out of foreclosure.
Oh, man. I get to avoid foreclosure.
Yep. And you don't have to come out of pocket, for those excess funds that you owe the bank. Whereas if I made you a cash offer, you would have to pay the bank at closing, the difference of what you owe them. But in a short sale, they're just going to let you out scot-free.
I see. Okay. So you can put me in touch with your guy and we'll talk, right?
Yep. It's as easy as that. And then you just fill out the form on our site and that's it. We keep you updated. Super easy.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah. See, guys, that was pretty simple. There's nothing holding you back from doing this type of stuff. From when you run into these leads, moving them on to some place that can monetize them for you. If you just kind of get over the you factor, you holding you back. All right. Yeah. So once you get over that, these leads, monetize these things, start collecting this money. It's a very generous offer from Bob. Bob, do you make money doing this too, though?
Of course. Yeah. We get paid by the end buyer, whoever ends up, purchasing the short sale, pays us, a small processing fee, usually $4,000 to $5,000, gross. And, that's it.
Cool. How long you been doing the short sale business, Bob?
Since I was an agent. So that's about 5 years. And then I just started the processing company at the beginning of last year, but I've been doing short sales literally since I became a licensed realtor 5 years ago.
Nice. Yeah. So you got experience with it, but not only that, you have a processing company that you've started now that actually just does this one thing.
It's all I do full time. Gave up selling real estate completely. All I do is short sales. That's it.
Yeah. Guys, we love Bob around here. Bob's a great guy. It's awesome to have him in the VIP club. It's awesome for him to be a resource for us here at Real Estate Wholesalers Club. If you run into situations out there where you don't know if the situation is the right situation for Bob, here's what you do. You go to the VIP private Facebook group. That's right. It's just us VIP guys. There's nobody else in there going to see your business. Okay. Your beeswax. All right. And then you just tag Bob and say, Bob, I got a lead. I'm not sure. Is this the right stuff? And he'll come right on and tell you. Because, that's what he does. He's the best. And that's why we love him. That's why he's here.
Love being here. I say it all the time. Yeah. Like any other questions, guys, too. It doesn't have to be something that has to be a deal for me to monetize. If you're, you run across a situation or, you have like a pre-foreclosure question on a lead, whatever it is, just tag me in the VIP, call me, text me directly, whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Bob, you're a blessing, man. We'll see you next week, man. Have a blessed week down there in sunshiny Florida.
You got it.
All right. And
all right.
Hey, I'll put his contact information in the descriptions, I think is what it's called, in the video description. So if you want to get in touch with Bob, get signed up with him, guys. Do that now, because if you don't wait until you get a lead to sign up with Bob, just go over there and get connected with Bob so that when you get a lead, it's an easy handover. Okay.
I tried to sign up with Bob, but I don't think it went right, or something didn't go right.
I think it
What
did.
happened? Did you try the form, Ed?
Well, I went to the site that you gave, and I filled out, but I didn't get no response or none of that. So I don't know if
I think I saw. Yeah, that was a while ago, wasn't it?
It's like a week ago.
Yeah.
I sent you the ebook, didn't I? I remember getting your inquiry and we talked. Maybe it didn't go to your email. Did you not get the ebook?
I'm gonna check my email. I don't know. I gotta check.
Yeah,
I get so much.
Let me resend that now because I remember you did it. Yeah.
I remember fast a lot of times. I delete stuff.
Okay, that's cool. Either way, I'll resend it. I'll do that right when I get off the call. No worries.
Hey, Bob, if we get your ebook, we can assume that we have that we're on the radar.
Yeah, because you have to fill the form out to get the ebook. So, once you're in the form, you're in the system, and then I just follow up with you. Like you'll get like emails and maybe like calls every so often, just kind of checking in. That's all.
Okay, yeah, and I've been getting some stuff from you, so I guess I'm on board.
You're on board, man.
I appreciate it, buddy.
Awesome.
Right on. All right, guys.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Bob.
Yep. Have a good one, everybody.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
Take care.
Blessings on you. Blessings.
Thank you, Bob. All right, guys.
All right, dude. Hey, let's role play, gang. And we got a great crowd in here today. It's Wednesday, right? It's Wednesday. Hump day.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anybody got humped yet today? No, I'm just kidding. Don't.
Anybody got what?
Leave that out. Cut that. Delete this from the edit video. Okay.
I didn't get it.
Is Aisha turning on her video today?
Aisha.
Like Aisha.
I want to role play today. Is Aisha game for role play? That'd be fun. She could
let me look at the chat.
She could be the homeowner. There is a chat message.
In the chat.
Rocky is here. Rocky, why don't we take a minute before we role play and tell us what's going on in your world? You got some deals cooking, or what's going on in the kitchen at Rocky's house? You got to unmute, dude, because I don't read lips.
Wasn't unmuted yet.
There you go.
Yeah, really exciting.
Going.
I just inked the first one yesterday and have like
Woo!
4 or 5 ready, like right on the
Woo!
like, push them over the edge and just getting creative on the, on the deal. Like yesterday, I was saying I got this house and, they want like, they want like a 1% escrow and they want like first month and you're like, and I was like, oh man, should I do the deal? You're like, yeah, do the deal. You should still do the deal. And, I would make like about 4,500 on that
Only.
Yeah. So, but that's not the exciting one. The one I'm working on now, it's 12. I got a $12,000 option fee right now built into the deal, and I've already talked to 5 people today that want to look at it. From like the marketing on the tenant buyer side, which is like the whole other side I didn't play with yet. I'm like trekking up the mountain, finally got one inked, and then now it's like, oh, I still got to go to the top. Right, I still got to take it home and put a buyer in it. Right, it's like a whole. But so what I did was, like went to RentLinks, got the free thing. 30 days, got it on there, uploaded pictures. Because when I was negotiating, I was like, I'm gonna need pictures and the video, and there needs to be a lockbox. We're gonna put a lockbox on the house. As soon as we inked the deal, and so all that was done. And then I've been going to Craigslist, putting it on Craigslist and all the different areas in Craigslist. And then Facebook, the most activities came from Facebook. I got a hot lead right now. I'm working on, the guy wants to take a tour. And he already knows it's 12,000 to get in. And so I'm just waiting for the lockbox combination. But yeah, I'm trying to qualify him though. I'm like saying, hey, you got 12K to get in, and can you afford $1,550 a month? and just make sure they qualify before I get them in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And,
These are the details of doing the deal, right?
yeah, and that's through Facebook chat. The lead came from Automated REI, and the whole I got one VA that pre-qualifies them, and then then we make offers and stuff. And so they came through I think it's a boosted post that they came through. So it's a small town in Missouri here. But I put a boost on the post, and I don't know if it's the boost it's bringing in all the responses, but people are messaging me like asking if it's still available. And the rent links, maybe 16 people have looked at it. And then Craigslist, I don't think anybody's called on that. But the Facebook, it's coming back fast with the boosted post. So I'm hoping to get this one moved. And to get I don't know, as many as like you were saying, get 5 deals at all times in the pipeline.
Right. Yeah.
And so now I'm just screening the tenant buyers and working the whole the application process, and when I have an incoming phone number that comes into a voicemail, and I'm gonna put I have one other thing, like how do you get a sign in the yard if it's like in another city, if the owner's not around to do it? What would you do?
That's a great question. And there's a couple companies that Michael Batista is familiar with now that have just come on the scene.
It's TAC or something?
Thumbtack, I think is what he said, or something. You'll have to ask him in the VIP, but it's a pretty new thing. I don't have any experience with them, but I just personally use the Facebook and the Craigslist and the rent links. I have the same experience, man. And you guys heard me yesterday talking about the small town in Iowa that I just did a case study on, a deal that we just did last few days. And that one there, small town. I hear these, I hear people say, I got my first deal under contract, or I'm about to. And then they start to freak out about the backside. This is side B. This is the of the tape. You got to remember the old tape decks. You had to hit the eject button and you had to take it, turn it around and stick it back. Side B, dispositions, right? They start freaking out before side A is completely played out. They're freaked out about what's on side B. And I'm here to tell you guys, Facebook Marketplace and Facebook paid ads, to boost an ad, like what he's talking about, make it a paid ad. You can get so specific down to the type of people that you want that live in a particular zip code on Facebook. I don't know if you're aware, guys out there, that you can niche it down really, really tight. All right. So when people say, I know, but what am I going to do? This one's out in the country and there's just, I don't know. It's a really small town. There's probably no buyers there. Okay. Breathe, because there are buyers. Okay. And there is a platform that can reach that kind of small niche. It's called Facebook, right? So rest easy. Side B is not as hard as it seems. Rocky is affirming this right now, saying that the marketplace on Facebook and boosting that stuff, you do get responses, right, Rocky? How many did you get on one deal in a day or so? Tell us.
I mean, it just started, like, it was approved like in the middle of the night, and already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one serious one already asking to go take a look at it.
There you go.
Inside. So I'm just gonna get them the lockbox thing.
There you go.
And one other step I'm looking in, like right now, like I'm gonna run Facebook ads in the whole area, maybe for the property. Not a boosted post, but an ad, like a Facebook ad, like $5 a day or something. Yeah. And it'll just keep showing to only people who live in those areas. They'll maybe 20 to 40 mile radius around that house, you know, I can have it running in a you know, normal Facebook news feed.
Yeah.
So they don't have to be in the marketplace. They can be scrolling through looking at cat videos, and then the house pops up. Hey, and you know, and what drew all these people in is a technique I saw these cats in Colorado doing on the lease option, and they were staging the house and everything. But they were putting the option fee in the price, so it would be like 15,000 gets you into this property.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, that's interesting. So that's what I've been doing on mine. Like I'm putting like 12,000 gets you into this into this property.
Yeah.
And then it draws them in, and like, it's the, you know, the option in the fee that goes towards the purchase price, and then the rent's $1,500 a month, and you know, kept it simple.
Boy.
Huh?
I say Rocky is a beast, man.
Beastmaster.
It's just trying to stay focused, and like, I mean, I want to quit every day, you know what I'm saying, until I got this deal to, like, yesterday. It was like, then I'm like lit up. It was like, because it was just trudging along, and I'm spending so much money. But I don't want to, I'm trying to do it to where I'm building a long-term sustainable business where I'm not a slave to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Justin, you know what I'm saying? Like, where I don't have to touch the deal. Like this deal, I didn't touch it until now. And I still haven't even talked to the owner. Like, all I had was, you got the contract and I'm off to the races. Right. So, you know, that's why I like it, to where I don't really have to do that. And now I have to develop a dispo side of the business, and then keep the lead flow going. Because you know what happened on REI, we scraped the entire country basically already, and called and texted them on, like, cause that was like 140 I don't know, when I first started, I think we were targeting, like, with no limit on the targeting the first couple weeks. And then I was like, okay, we need to bring it down to 140 to 25,000, see what happens. And then now we adjusted it to where it's like 140 to 240. And then we scraped like all the states, basically state by state. And I was like, oh shit, you know, we don't have anybody to scrape anymore. Because when it's time to scrape again, it was like, looking at the map, I'm like, damn, we just scraped all these states in the last 3 weeks. You know, what am I going to do now? I was like, I'll just switch it to 240 to 400, and then there's a whole ton of leads in that range. And so I was like, I'll pull those people in, because I noticed on the texting, the people with the really expensive houses are texting back.
Yeah.
Like, I remember this house in New Jersey. They were. It's a $2 million house, and they were responding back about a lease option. Yeah. But I didn't want to try to tackle it. I'm like, oh shit, you know, it kind of scared me. Like, how am I going to dispo it? But now I would probably take a swing at it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't cost us anything. You know, if you
very, very little. Yeah,
and if you structure the deal where it's no down payment, nothing out of pocket. So you have to get creative on, like, okay, if there's a 5% fee that's going to come to me, and the owner wants, you know, a little bit of money at close, how am I going to work these numbers to where I'm not the one paying it?
Exactly. See, this is the creative real estate business, y'all, right? And that's what he's talking about. Is every deal I've ever done, and I've done several hundred by now, and that's, every one of them has been different. None of them are cookie cutter. Okay. You have to be creative. So that's why these case studies, Rocky sharing the deal he shared yesterday with the questions from the seller, the case study, stuff like that. I really hope what you're picking up out of this stuff is that how we are looking at these deals, how we're talking through them, how we're trying to structure them, because this is the creative part. Okay. And if you're not comfortable with this, you're throwing deals away. I'm sure some folks in the VIP club are busy about being on the phone, but sometimes they're not recognizing when a deal is actually there and doable. It didn't hit the simple parameters, so they threw it in the trash. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if you maybe throw it out here to the club, maybe there's something else, another strategy or technique that might work to monetize these deals. When you find, if you've got a motivated seller, that's like most of it. The rest is just numbers, and numbers can be played with and rearranged and so on and so forth. Right? Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, you can take the down, like even the first 3 months rent, you can play with that. You know, like be like, okay, you know, if you want it like that, you know, I'll make the first payment 60 days from now. So we sign now, and then 60 days from now, you're going to get that, you know, whatever money you're wanting, and it'll come from the tenant. It's not coming from you. Or be like, oh, you know what? I'll just add an extra $5,000 on the back end. And then you'll get your money there. And I don't know, like a lot of the people they think they want like a down payment. I'm just like, no, you're going to get basically the first month's rent, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't much matter what the seller brings to me. If it's, let's say if it's if it's underwater and it's in foreclosure, well, I could even take that one to Bob for a short sale possible. It doesn't matter if they say, I want, they're asking 15% more than the property's worth today. Okay. That's fine with me, as long as they're willing to do a lease option with me or some type of creative scenario for about 10 years. Okay. I'm down with that. You know, how can you give the seller what they want and still make money? That's what I think I asked myself. How can I give this seller what he wants, but still make money here? Is it possible?
And that's why that's why I get confused. My head be going around because I got a phone and I'm talking to him. I'm trying to give him what he wants. And I'm trying to figure out I guess I get lost because I get so many scenarios.
Yeah. I think that's the key to a good negotiation with the homeowner is one, well, it's empathy, right? It's empathy. It's them. Somebody describe what empathy is. You tell me. Let's do it Socratic style today.
Putting yourself in their shoes, you know, connecting with them on, you know, understanding, letting them feel that you know, not only have been there, but you understand the emotion that they're going through, and that you're sympathetic and empathetic towards it. Like, you know, I totally get you.
Empathy.
Yeah. Debbie, did you have something? You had your hand raised. Okay. Are you there, Debbie? Speak up when you want to, Debbie. You won't interrupt us. You're fine. You're part of the family here. Okay. Same goes for Ty and Aisha. It's good to see you too. Welcome, Ty. Glad you're a part of the VIP club now, man. Welcome. And, you know, feel free to jump in and participate all you want. This club is for you. This club's for you. Like, remember this bud's for you. This club's for you. All right, guys. Empathy. Yeah. I like what Victor had to say there. Anybody else have another explanation or definition for empathy?
I know. I was trying to pull it up.
Empathy. What's the difference between empathy and sympathy? Somebody tell me that.
Empathy, feeling sorry. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, not feeling sorry, but feeling bad for a certain situation.
If I had sympathy for you, what would that mean?
You got feelings. I don't know how you put it.
Okay, here's how I see it. Sympathy is me feeling, me telling you that I feel sorry about your scenario.
Right.
Empathy is more me feeling your scenario with you and feeling sorry or feeling whatever. Okay. Say that again, Ed.
Being more empathetic about it.
Yeah. Feeling. How do you make a homeowner feel like this empathy? how do you make them feel that you feel and understand? Somebody give me a technique or a suggestion.
Share an experience that either you've had or that you participated in some fashion of someone who's gone through something very similar, and was able to, get through it, especially, and how they got through it.
Yeah. You can relate and bond. Mr. Homeowner, I understand you work at the bubblegum factory and your wife is ill and you guys really need to do something to downsize. You're saying, your money's tight because she's out of work right now and it's all on one paycheck. And man, I have a cousin that went through something just like that. And I can tell you, it was one of the most stressful things for me to watch them go through. Is this what you're talking? It seems like this is what you're saying. Is this correct? Okay. What am I doing? I'm relating. I'm bonding, right? Is there some other more subtle techniques that we could use to bond with a homeowner? Anybody have any other ideas? It's a great idea. Victor nails it. Anybody else have one?
Stroke and nurture.
Stroking, nurturing. Yes, that's a good one. You can build this empathy, empathy meaning I understand you and I feel your pain. I feel you. Right? That's how we say it right nowadays. Oh, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah. But in normal routine conversation, have you expressed that you feel what he's saying, right? That you feel, not just that you heard it, you didn't just acknowledge it. Oh yeah. Okay, great. On to the next business question. All right. That's the death of sales, right? Of any kind. But I feel you. Okay. So we can relate, we can bond, we can compare stories. We can say, oh, I have someone I know that went through this, or I went through this similar thing. And man, I completely understand. We can stroke and we can nurture. Give me an example of a stroke and a nurture.
Mr. Barr, I so can understand, what it is that you're going through right now. And, man, I can't even imagine what you must be dealing with. It's amazing that you are strong enough to even, handle this on your own the way you are. I think that's just, that's just amazing. Anything that I can do to help you, definitely I want to see what I can do to help you get through this. And I'm sorry you have to go through that.
Yeah. Okay. Stroking and nurturing. Yeah. I like to do it like this. That's a good one. Good, Victor. I like to do it like this too, where I'll say, the story you just shared with me reminds me of me a little. And I see a little bit of you and me, and you're kind of like that old school guy where I really know that your family's important to you, and being free is important to you, and taking care of the wife and making her proud this is important to you, right? What am I doing in a sense here though?
You're connecting. You're building some commonality, some bridges between your experience that, they feel like you are similar, that you are one of them, that you are connected in that way. Like, this person gets me.
Yes. This person feels me.
Yeah.
He didn't just hear me and move on. Nope. He didn't say, okay, God bless, have a great day. What's the next question? Oh yeah. What's that house worth? What do you,
right.
Okay. Like Victor was talking last week about it, the importance of listening, right? Listening to it's huge. Listening, not just to understand, but listening to be able to, I like what Aisha put here in the chat. She's absolutely right. To repeat back whatever they said. Right? How important is that? Like, if you just told me your life story, Victor, and then 10 seconds later, I can't repeat back to you what you just said. how well was I empathizing with you?
Not at all.
And do you feel that?
You do.
Yeah, you feel
You
that.
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
you absolutely feel it.
That's why I say that's the death of sales of any kind, is when they're laying it out, emotional, opening it up, right? Showing you, and then you just kind of move on.
Right. Yeah,
Oh,
you feel so dismissed.
oh, goodness gracious. And then when the offer comes, you're already assuming this offer is not going to hit the target because he didn't even listen to anything I just told him what the problem was.
Right. I don't even want to sell it to him.
This is bullshit. Yeah, exactly. So Aisha's right. To be able to repeat whatever they say. Let's practice this, and somebody tell me a sad story like you were a homeowner, or tell me a motivational pain point, something. Share something with me, and I'll be the caller, and I'll show you a way that you can easily repeat back what they're saying and build this connection. Real easy technique. Somebody be the homeowner and give me a story about why you might want to sell.
Okay, I'll give you one. Well, I've been in this house for 10 years, man. Me and my wife, we ain't seeing eye to eye. She done moved on, and I'm tired of staying here now. So I'm thinking about moving to another place just to get away with it, see what's happening.
You want to see what's happening. You see what I did? I just repeated the last 3 words he said. You want to see what's happening.
And you didn't have to do what you, and that's gonna put you back in the same conversation, right?
Yeah, I'm digging for more. Yeah, you want to see what's happening. I might follow it up with, what do you mean? You see how easy that technique is? Not hard, right? Now, somebody else throw another one at me. Let's try it in a different way.
Yeah, man, I got to get out of this place, man. This is, I was my sister's caregiver for the last 3 months of her life, and we're in this space right here, and she just passed away, and I don't think I can be in this space anymore, man. I need to get up out of here.
You need to get up out of here.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Man, I can't be.
Oh man, how easy is that shit, right?
Say boom. Why you booming?
Yeah, you'll keep the conversation going that way.
So here in this bonding section, right, in the qualification department, in the bonding section, where you relate a story. Oh, my cousin, he went through something similar like this. Okay, that's one technique. You don't forget to add your nurturing and your stroking and building them up, right? Encouragement and all that's important too. But it could be as simple you hear me describe turning the screw with a homeowner to find the emotional pay dirt. It can be as simple as repeating the last few words they said and then asking them what they mean. Let's do it one more time because I'm having fun. Because you can't come up with something that this shit don't work, I think. I really don't think you can. Stump me, somebody. Give me a hard one. Aisha, give me a hard one. Somebody. Okay. Anybody. You can go again if you want. Second time. If you want to go second time.
Do the crickets.
It's like this. I only want cash only.
You only want cash only. What do you mean?
But I said, I only want cash.
Okay, you're actually bringing an objection that would be handled probably in the closing department of the conversation. But in this qualification, it might even work there, really. But in this qualification section, where we're talking about why they would want to sell, that's really what we're focusing on, finding this emotional pay dirt. So when the guy's like, oh, well, I don't need to sell. I'm just testing the market. I just wanted to see what I could get. You just wanted to see what you could get? What do you mean? I'm soliciting more information from this guy. Unbeknownst to him, the longer he talks to me, probably the more he likes me. Probably. Okay. I'm not being pushy, right? He feels heard. And not only heard, but my response was relevant to what he just said. I like it. It's simple technique. Simple technique. Let's reverse it and you guys practice. All right. I'll be the homeowner. Who wants to be the caller? Let's practice this role playing, bonding and nurturing, stroking, and what I like to call the replay. You replay back some of what they said, and then dig for more. Turn in that screw. You say the last few things they said, and then ask a question. What do you mean? What's that mean? Something like that. Okay. Are you guys ready? You want to practice this? I think this is a big thing, man. I do this a lot. Yeah, we're missing this in some of our calling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I listened to some of you guys' recorded messages and some things you send me, or not messages, but calls you've made, and you guys are checking the boxes. I know it. I'm checking the boxes too in my mind mentally. See, there's an internal salesman, right? He's checking the boxes. You know, he's okay. Did the agenda. Okay, qualification. First question done. Okay, bond. Okay, I said something. Move on. Next. Okay, but out here, that's internal. But out here, there's much more going on in the emotional world. Okay, and in order to tap into this, you have to learn how to slow down right here, tap this emotional pay dirt, and how do you do that? Well, you do that by the bonding. Oh, I relate to you. Somebody I know went through this. It was a tough experience. You can nurture, stroke. You can also do this little repetition, the replay. This is what I call it, a replay. Okay, so somebody want to be the homeowner? I mean, I'll be the homeowner. Somebody else want to try this? Who wants to be the caller?
Go ahead, I'll try.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do both you guys. We'll take turns. Thanks for calling me, Ed. Selling this house. We tried to sell it 6 months ago, and then we kind of decided we didn't want to move. But now we've just decided we completely need to move.
So you need to move. Why you think that?
Yeah, I like it. You turned the screw on me. Okay. Well, honestly, I wasn't going to say this, Ed, but you turned the screw on me. And, I lost my job. And I don't know if me and the missus are going to make it. Just to be honest with you. Not sure. I mean, I'm sure we'll live, but I don't know if we'll be living together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I can totally understand where you're coming from. I think what you're going through, my brother, he went through the same thing. And
Great.
And it ain't good. I can feel you.
Yeah, pretty good. Well, I don't know how it's going to work out, but I need to sell this house for sure.
So you really need to sell that house.
Okay. Well, ask me more. Now, here's where you can turn the screw. You already turned the screw that direction once. Okay. So don't turn it again. Don't turn it that direction again. You're going to want to say something like this. Okay. So you need to sell the house. Is that mostly financial, or is that mostly a relational issue, man? Is this a money problem? You see, I'm getting personal with the guy, but he's also getting personal with me. Look at the magic of this shit, guys. We've been talking for 45 seconds and you're already in the emotional pay dirt because you practice these little techniques. Okay, who's next? Let's do it. I'll switch up the role. Who wants to be the homeowner? Somebody be the homeowner, and we'll let Victor be the caller this time.
I'll be the homeowner.
Be the homeowner, Michael Goolsby. Tell us your story, why you want to sell, or why you've got it. Why do you have it for sale on Zillow?
I'm trying to downsize. My kids out the house, I want to move into a condo. It was downsize.
Okay, you want to downsize.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just, my house is on Zillow because I want to downsize. I mean, it's just me and the wife here. All the kids are out the house. So that's why I want to downsize.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know exactly how you feel. I'm kind of in the same situation. I was raised my kids and they left and everything. And it's a certain feeling that comes with that, when the house all of a sudden is empty and there's no, pitter patter and, so what happens now? What are you gonna do now?
Yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to downsize, make a little money on this house and give me a nice little place, closer to the city. I don't have to drive too far, and I had to cut the grass or nothing like that. Just a nice little place where I can just, if I want to walk out of the house, I go to a nice little restaurant or something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm looking to do. Make a little money and live closer to the city.
Okay. Yeah, I can see you doing that, Michael. Anything that I can do to help you get to that dream. Let's so how soon do you want to get this done?
Yeah, like I said, I've been had on the market for about 2 weeks now. I'm trying to get $250 for it. I mean, like I said, I want to make a little money on it. I'm not trying to give away. I want to pay. That's why I got on Zillow, because I want to pay any type of fees to realtors and stuff like that. So that's why I'm trying to do it myself, so I can try to make all the money I can on this thing.
You want to get 250?
Yes, sir.
See, perfect, Victor. God, I was going to suggest now's a great time to talk about money because he's bringing it up, right? I was going to say, if it were me, your question was perfect, Victor, but different strokes, different guys, different styles, everything. I said, I would have said, what kind of money are you talking? You said money in your pocket. What kind of money are we talking? Anything.
That's where I was going to go next. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would that do for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you why 250 and how does that, move you to your next step?
I've been at this house for, 15 years and, like I say, all the kids are out the house and I want to have this little money. So I want to, come out my pocket on this next purchase. If I buy this house, sell this house, I use that money towards purchasing my, home closer to the city. Or
this little money? What do you mean this little money? Well, tell me about that.
Not a little money. What I'm saying, I want to at least make at least 50,000 off this.
Is that how much you need to move to the next step? 50,000?
Yeah, because like I said, I did the appraisal on it and everything, and that's what the market is. The ARV is on the house. I mean, because it doesn't need that much work done to it. I think it's nice. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's probably a 9.
Go ahead, Justin.
I was going to say, notice, Victor's pretty much a master at this. Okay. And he was a master at this before he found me and before I found him, before we found each other and fell in love.
Not nearly as much, my brother. Not nearly as much. I've got this. This has been amazing.
Notice what the master's doing here. Is he telling stories? Is Victor telling stories here?
Yeah,
no,
I'm not telling anything.
He ain't told
nothing.
No. Is Victor explaining what he does?
Nope.
Is Victor making this about what his objectives are and what he'd like to finish up in this call?
No explaining, nothing.
What is Victor doing? What kind of statements is Victor saying? Are they interrogatories? Are they declarative statements? Are they, you understand, this is throwback from English in 7th grade, 40 years ago or whatever.
Right.
What kind of statements is what is he saying? If he's not telling stories and he's not explaining things, what is he saying? What is he saying? He is talking, but what's he saying? Anybody? Like the Batman, like Riddler, like the Riddler. He's got question marks all over his jacket.
Mm-hmm.
He's the question man.
Yep.
That's all he's doing. He's asking these interrogatories, these questions. He never gets off the question mode. What does this do for him, guys? Somebody spit the truth. What's being an interrogatory master do for him here?
I think it, opens the door up with the seller. I mean, he's, with the seller, he's kind of connected with the seller, and then, he's not making it, such a business.
There you go. He doesn't sound like a salesman, does
a
he?
big corporation or something.
No. Yeah. It doesn't sound like he's calling from ABC Corp.
Yeah.
Right.
Nationwide Home Buyers. Doesn't sound like that at all. Doesn't sound like a telemarketer. Doesn't sound like he's trying to upgrade Victor on his credit card services, okay, or his merchant account, okay. He's asking questions, and every time he asks the right question, he tightens the screw down a little bit more. And what happens to the homeowner? He starts to gush, right? He's starting to gush more information. What do you know about Michael in 40 seconds now, Victor? If you remember.
Yeah, well, I know what his pain points are. I know he wants to get out of this situation. I know he's getting lonely. This house he's missing his kids. He wants to, change his environment. He wants to escape. He thinks he needs a certain amount of money, but that's another conversation.
Okay.
And so, he I know his timeline.
Yeah. And 40 seconds. 40 seconds.
Mhm.
How many of you, me included, have spent 45 minutes on the phone with a homeowner to get off the phone and still have questions?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well done.
Guilty as charged. Yeah, this is why we practice this, because if you do the 45-minute phone call, you will quit this business in less than 2 weeks. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. You cannot pound the phone. I was talking to a guy, he's a one-on-one student of mine last night. He has a virtual assistant pounding the phone for 4 hours a day.
Wow.
I said, 4 hours. Is this the same virtual assistant? He said, yeah. I said, now typically, run your business how you want, man, but typically, that VA is pretty good for the first 2 hours, and after that, it's bullshit. Typically. Okay. You might have the ringer, you know what I mean? Like the guy that just shoots and scores every time. You might have that guy. But typically, we're only good for about an hour or two. And then we're tired. And what happens? Our efficiency, our quality starts going downhill. Right?
Man.
We're tired. So if you spend 45 minutes on the phone call with one freaking guy and you didn't close them on to boot, how many phone calls more are you good for today?
Yeah.
Not very many.
There's one thing there's different being on the phone and being effective on the phone.
Exactly. Perfectly said, Victor. Perfectly said. So how do you get more efficient? This right here is how. This is how you find the emotional pay dirt in 45 seconds by doing these techniques. The bonding, the relating, the nurturing, the stroking, the replay of what he just said. I repeat what he just said, the last 3-4 words, and then I say, what do you mean? Tell me more. How's this feel? How is this affecting your family? How's this affecting your business? He's gonna start gushing on me, and in 45 seconds, I've learned 7 or 8 things about this guy, and now I really I know pretty much what I need to know about this whole deal. This guy do I know his motivation level? Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I know his why. That's the biggest thing. And then I also know a little bit more about the money now too, right? How important is that?
Mm-hmm.
But Victor said 10% of the words that were spoken in that exchange. maybe less. All right. So let's practice it again, guys. I know we got 5 minutes, probably tops.
I want to say something about what you just said, which was absolutely brilliant. But the less you talk, the more phone calls you can actually make and be effective. You know, because when you talk, you just get tired.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
you just if you just keep dialing phones and you just steadily talking and you're steadily explaining and you're steadily selling, you get worn out. Just like you said, your effectiveness is down to, you know, an hour of that and you're like white.
Yeah.
You know, so what you said was key, man. That's brilliant.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're all like that, man. Good salespeople. We can't be on the clock 24/7. We gotta work in spurts, you know, and lay down. I learned that from a boss I had named Gary, and he used to say that all the time. He used to say, you know, Justin, you're a hell of a salesman. If I could just get you to focus on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you wouldn't have to do anything Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, and you'd make more money. If I could just get you to fucking work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then go fuck off. Go lay down. You need to. I'm telling you to. Right? That's how he talked to me. And I always thought he was just being Mr. Big Balls, boss guy. But after I quit working there, I realized he's telling me the truth. He's right. I'm better if I just do 2, 3, 4 days a week tops and I lay down for a while. I cannot go all day, every day doing this. It will not be the right thing. It will not be the right game. So don't feel bad, guys, if you're only spending an hour or two on the phone. That's what you need to be doing. Just an hour or two, but using these techniques so you're efficient. Right? So you're efficient. What happens when you get on the phone and you're not doing this stuff and they take over the conversation? What happens then? Click, 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 click. 30 minutes of my life has gone by and I have zip to show for it. Right?
Yeah.
I hate that shit. I hate it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's practice it one more time, guys. One more time. Aisha wants me to do one complete convo. I would love to, but I got a one-on-one coaching call that I got to get on here pretty quick, guys. But let's do it tomorrow. Can we do it tomorrow, Aisha? One complete conversation. We'll do more than one tomorrow. We'll jump right into role play tomorrow. Last week we talked about this emotional selling, turning the screw. Thank you, Aisha. You're a sweetheart. And then this week, we're talking about the same thing, but today we brought in some techniques and you guys are practicing techniques and man, they're fucking working. They're working. Okay.
We're getting better. We're getting better at this.
I just got off the phone with Claude Diamond earlier today and Claude said something interesting to me. If y'all want to hear, he said, you know, I've been doing this a while. And he said, the less I speak, the more money I make.
Wow.
He said, if you're talking too much on the phone, you're talking yourself out of money. He said, there are no wasted motions with what I do. Now, when he said that, I pictured Bruce Lee in my mind. Y'all ever watch a Bruce Lee movie?
Every single one, 10 times.
Dude has no wasted motions.
None.
No wasted energy.
Mm-hmm.
You can be this good, guys. Do less, make more. Make them do all the work. How do you do that? Just exactly the techniques we're talking about today. And you can cover more ground in 60 seconds as a prepared gut salesman that knows how to answer these questions, ask these questions and turn the screw than you could shooting from the hip, like Old West style. That's facts. Wasted motion. So I went back and started looking at my sales skills and I'm like, oh, wasted motions. Let me run it through this filter now. well, that shit there, I shouldn't have said that. I didn't need to explain that. I didn't need to ask this. Why do I say this every time? Time to polish up, right? Time to polish it up. Isn't that cool? I want to be the freaking Bruce Lee of this stuff, man.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know?
Yeah,
Love
but
you guys.
you can see yourself getting better over time, though, right?
Man.
That's amazing. It's a wonderful feeling.
Yeah, I do. I see myself getting better. I see you all getting better too.
Mhm.
And that's because we're breaking it down piece by piece and we're practicing it. That's it. That's it. I don't know how many hours a day Bruce Lee practiced, but I'm sure it was a bunch, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And that's why he's a legend today. He's been dead for a long time. And we're still talking about him right now because this dude, he struck a chord with us, didn't he? Because he was a master at what he did. You guys can be a master of your own words, you know, and make these sales happen. Make these deals come together. Be creative and turn the screw. All right. Love you guys. We'll talk soon. Michael, am I on with you right now, Michael?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me back out of here and then I'll come back to the Zoom room in about 5 minutes.
All right. Go take a.
Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Love you guys. Have a good
Love
one.
you too, man.
All right. Bye-bye.